You know, when you think about the club, you think about the people that you know and love that take good care of you on a daily basis. But the fact is, we've got about 225 employees, of which you have access or see about 95. Those folks behind the scenes, they run the mowers, they wash the dishes, they do the laundry. I want to introduce Vivian. Vivian's worked for the club for 16 years. She runs our laundry. So every time that you have stayed in a rental house or had contact with towels, why that's Vivian's work, and she makes sure everything's clean and sanitary. She's a very loyal, God-fearing woman, and we're just trying to support her in this time of need.
I have a grown son. He got burned like 70% of his body. He was getting gas for a lawnmower, and he had a jug. He had a cigarette in his mouth, and a spark flew off the cigarette and it blowed up. His whole head was burnt, and he lost the top of both his ears. And I mean, it's just, I cook for him. You know, I help him out as best as I can as far as his bathing. He can bathe himself mostly, and I have to buy his clothes because he doesn't have money, and I feed him 2 times a day. I did the full-time care for his wounds. And I've been keeping him and taking care of him since last year. And I found out last year that I had lung cancer. And I've had surgery for the lung cancer. And in July, I found out that I had esophageal cancer. And I'm all he has. I worry about that, you know, who's gonna take care of him if I really can't take care of him. And he's still having nightmares. I didn't think anybody, you know, knew to the magnitude of what I was going through. And I didn't say anything because I was always taught not to talk about your problems. You know, when you're doing the best you can, don't talk about your problems. CCNC has a foundation, and they cared enough that they've been talking to me, that they found out, you know, really, really what I was going through. And then, yes, I'm grateful, because they didn't have to, but they did, and I'm grateful for it.
We started our foundation about a year and a half ago, and basically because of hurricanes. One of our employees' home was completely inundated. Naturally, our wonderful members stepped up and helped that employee, but it made us think about, what about all the other employees who we don't see every day, who we don't hear about every day? We need to start a foundation so that we can support them when trouble comes to knock on their door. And Vivian's example is a perfect one for why we set it up and why we were able to help her at this particular moment. So we're happy to do that for Vivian. And
thank you. Yes, and I'm just grateful that that they were here for me. As I was saying before, I didn't talk about it much, but it is okay to talk about things, and because you never know where your help will come from. And if you're loyal to people, they'll be loyal to you. I just like to say that anybody that might go through what I'm going through, don't give up, because there's hope at the end. Trust me, there's hope. And all things are not death. Some things are curable. And we just have to put our trust and our faith in God and just keep moving.
So I really would encourage you to take advantage of the end of another tax year. Let her rip. Thanks.
Yes, it would be a good thing that whoever's looking at it, that if you would donate, it's going to a worthy cause. And I can say that because I'm one of them. So I know it's going to a worthy cause, so that if you could, they would appreciate the donations. I've come this far, and I'm pretty sure God's gonna take me the rest of the way. And I just want to show my appreciation by saying thank you to everyone that's helped me, and that's helping me right now. And I'm just grateful.